Beginning, the arrival at Caerion Prime. When the SS Valkyrie descended through the violet storms of Caerion Prime, I thought it would be a simple diplomatic mission. Humanity's first official contact with the Caerioni Empire, a race of telepathic beings rumored to be older than recorded history. As the ship's xenolinguist, my task was to translate, to bridge minds. I had studied hundreds of alien dialects, learned to parse emotional frequency through quantum resonance, and even memorized the silent tones of the Athric choirs of Vega 9. But none of that prepared me for her. Her name, or rather, her title, was Queen Lysera of Caerion, the reigning empress of an empire stretching across 10 star systems. Her people called her the Mind Unbroken, and legends said her will could bend entire worlds. The moment I stepped into the crystalline hall where she waited, I felt it, a pressure behind my eyes, a hum beneath my ribs. It wasn't sound or light. It was presence. Lysera sat upon a throne grown from living quartz, veins of gold and blue energy pulsing through its surface like a heartbeat. Her eyes, luminous and fractal, shifted color with emotion, and when they met mine, I felt my thoughts stumble. "You are human," a voice said within my mind, not spoken, but felt, resonant like a second heartbeat inside my skull. "Yes," I said aloud, my voice barely steady. "Dr. Adrian Hale, Linguistics Division." Her gaze lingered, studying me. "You build languages from symbols, yet you hide the language of your heart." I froze. I hadn't told anyone about the implant, a neural dam designed to filter telepathic intrusion. I thought it would protect me. Instead, it made her curious. When she rose, the air itself seemed to bend around her. "Human," she said aloud this time, her voice layered with tones both organic and metallic. "Your kind comes seeking alliance. Yet you bring walls between minds." "I didn't mean disrespect," I stammered. "It's just fear," she interrupted gently, her mental tone soft but inescapable. "You fear what we might find inside you." I tried to look away, but she stepped closer. The scent of ozone and wildflowers filled the air, not real, but projected directly into my senses. My implant vibrated with interference. And then, her hand brushed my temple. In that instant, the walls fell. I saw her, not just her face or body, but her history. A child born beneath twin suns. A warrior who ended wars with her will alone. A queen who carried the memories of every monarch before her. And she saw me, every scar, every regret, every moment of loneliness buried under logic and science. The connection lasted seconds. But when it broke, I felt hollow. Like something sacred had touched me and withdrawn, leaving behind a question that wouldn't stop echoing. She looked at me then, not as a subject, but as a curiosity. "You resist, human. I wonder, how long can you resist me?" I didn't answer. I couldn't. The pull between minds. Over the next few days, I worked alongside her council, translating human diplomatic proposals into Caerioni mind constructs. Communication was more than words here, it was shared emotion, color, scent, and sound woven into living thought. Lysera attended each session, silent, watching. Every time our eyes met, a pulse of warmth spread through me. I tried to dismiss it, the neural feedback, the psychic resonance, but I knew better. One evening, she summoned me privately. The Queen's chambers were carved into the heart of a floating spire that overlooked the storm seas of Caerion Prime. Lightning danced below like living art. She stood by the window, her silhouette illuminated by the electric blue glow. "You've built barriers," she said without turning. "But barriers do not last forever." "I need them," I said, forcing calm. Human minds weren't made for full telepathic exchange. She turned, and I felt her thoughts brush mine again. "And yet you crave it." I took a breath. "Crave isn't the right word." "No." Her mental tone rippled with amusement. You felt it when I touched your mind, the harmony between thought and thought. We do not speak, we share. Tell me, human, do you not wish to be truly known? I prefer my privacy, I said, though my voice betrayed the tremor in my chest. She stepped closer, her movements graceful, deliberate. Privacy, she said softly, as if tasting the word. A fragile shield. One we shed when we ascend. And then, without warning, she reached into my thoughts again, gently, but irresistibly. I tried to resist. I triggered the implant, felt it hum, burn, and sputter as her power pressed against it. It failed. Suddenly, I wasn't standing in her chamber anymore. I was inside her mind. Images cascaded, planets blooming like flowers under her reign, wars ending in waves of light, her people joining minds in unity so profound it felt divine. But beneath it all, buried deep, I saw her loneliness. 1,000 minds connected to hers, yet none truly separate. No mystery, no distance, no discovery. She longed for what I was: unpredictable, flawed, opaque. That's when I realized, she wasn't invading me. She was searching for something she'd lost centuries ago, the thrill of not knowing. Her hand cupped my face, her telepathic presence surrounding me like light. You are chaos, she whispered within me. Unfathomable. Dangerous. Beautiful. I gasped, overwhelmed. Please, stop. She withdrew, but her smile told me she'd found what she wanted. You cannot resist forever, she said. Your mind already sings my name. The turn between empires and emotions. The next morning, I couldn't concentrate. Her voice lingered in my head like an afterimage. Every word I spoke to the human ambassador felt hollow, every thought distracted by the memory of her presence. Then, without warning, alarms blared across the citadel. The human delegation panicked as the Caerioni guards took positions. Through the psychic network, I caught flashes of thought: attack, betrayal, human weapons detected. I ran toward the command spire, my translator device buzzing with chaos. When I reached the chamber, Lysera was already there, standing before a holographic projection of Earth's flagship fleet. Her eyes glowed with cold fury. Your people send warships into my skies, she said aloud. Is this your diplomacy? It's a misunderstanding, I shouted. They're just escorts, defensive formation. But she didn't believe me. Lies. Always lies. I felt the storm within her mind surge, a psychic tempest powerful enough to shatter every human mind on the planet. The walls vibrated with her fury. Lysera, listen to me, I said, stepping closer. If you strike them, it's war. Millions will die. She turned to me sharply, eyes burning with emotion. Then speak the truth, human. Why should I spare those who bring death to my world? Because I'm asking you to trust me. Silence. Only the hum of the storm outside. Then, quietly, she asked, do you trust me? Yes, I said without hesitation. Something in her expression softened. Her telepathic aura dimmed, from flame to ember. Then I will trust you, once. She closed her eyes, extending her mind across the planet's orbit. I felt her reach, vast, cosmic, touching every ship in the fleet. And just like that, the weapons went offline. She'd disarmed an entire armada with a thought. But the effort drained her. When her knees faltered, I caught her instinctively. She looked up at me, eyes shimmering. You resist my mind, yet your heart betrays you. I wanted to deny it. I wanted to retreat behind logic, behind science, behind professionalism.